I'm gonna just come on here and talk for a little bit. I know I got no views or nothing. So I'm gonna set my camera out, not smoke on screen or nothing. I'm just gonna let my intuition go, really. Just see what something told me to go live for some reason, so I'm trying to find my intuition more, because I kind of only listen to my intuition for myself. I kind of want to share it, but I want to give some basic thoughts that I feel like you guys need. I don't sound too enthusiastic because I got off of work not too long ago. I have to go to sleep soon, but that's besides the point. Um, One, let's talk about energy. Let's start off everything. That's the point about energy. The fact that I say everything is literally everything. The fact that the time is going on this phone lighter. I would show the blunt, but I don't want to get in trouble. Outside, this laptop I have, Grabba, it's all energy. No, the whole someone outside of yourself, crazy. The food and things that you consume, is all part of it too. What you watch is all part of it too. This has no context, but just keep listening. Like, true mastery comes in, like, because most of you don't have or wasn't brought up in an area or a light where you understand most of the things that I'm even talking about. And if you do understand it, you probably some of you fully understand and overstand. But if you don't even know the other two terms other than understand, then you must be living on a rock, or you just wasn't brought up in that type of way. I wasn't brought up in that type of way, but I was always curious on what other people were talking about, and just, you could say, let me down the rabbit holes or whatever. But I always, you could say, had faith in the spiritual side of things when coming to stumble upon it. But I don't think it's necessarily spiritual. That's the whole thing with energy. Energy is an unlimited source of shit. Like, source, it's an unlimited source. Like, you can't even say it's an unlimited source of energy, because energy is everything. So you can't. So what is it? An unlimited source of like it's everything. So like it's just unlimited source. Now, when it comes to hoping someone outside of yourself will save you, I'm not even gonna bring up the word or whatever to use your context clues or whatever. But it's not about your context. It's not about context clues. What's up, bro? What you doing, bro? I'm out here just having open-minded spiritual conversations before I go to bed. I'm about to start going live every day, so if you want some insight or intelligence, just let me know. But what's up, bro? Um, but yeah, it's all about energy. Like, how can I explain this? Like, you at work. I just got off work. Um, if you guys knew how to manipulate the phases of matter, because all like this, I don't know if I can show this, but this is liquid. I know you guys know this is liquid. This you see that smoke? You don't see smoke. Wait, hold up. Y'all see that smoke? That's gas. This, solid. I just showed y'all the 3 phases of matter. It wasn't in the right order, but who cares? The 4th phase matter is when the gas, you see that gas that just went in the sky, completely disappears and turns into energy. It may look like it disappeared, but it's still in the air. You want to know how you know it's still in the air? Because you can smell it. That, like, you know, when you stop smoking, you can smell it. That's the energy. That's the residue. That's the substance that you just smoked. You see what I'm saying? technically you're already using magic because you're using fire to spark matter and ingest it and get high off of it. Like, I mean, it's magic, but I don't think it's the best form of magic. I have more of a phase one and like Dr. York mind state now, whereas like poisoning the body isn't the best way to try to reach your enlightenment. Um, for sure. Your best bet is to dead ass fight that outer and inner self. Your outer self would be you, the one that you can see, but the inner self will be your thought or the inner voice or whatever y'all want to call it. The shit that tells you to do right but you do wrong. I don't think y'all hearing me. Like watching phase one himself, um, taught me a lot about how I don't be tripping really. Like coming up. Like learning the spirituality at my own pace and own rate, especially not coming from a background where people in my family is very spiritual or anything like that. It's not something I grew up with. I just grew up with the teaching as in do what your heart desires. And then spirituality found me. But, you know, you go through your schools of thought. Like I got that from phase one. Like your schools of thought, um, in modern day times, because I'm in Gen Z, so in modern day times, I think phase one might be a Gen Z too. I don't know. I think he's like 26 or something or 25. I'm 24. He might be 27. I don't know. He might be a Gen Z. He might be the one of the youngest millennials, or he might be one of the oldest Gen Zs, and generation wise. But like the schools of thought that I went through first, it was just regular YouTube, random YouTube videos and stuff like that. And then I started going into the chakras, shit like that. And then if y'all boys don't know who Bantuka is or something or whatever, I started I can't remember when I started watching Bantuka, but basically he stopped he for that period of time in that moment of life. He stopped me from being lazy, and then put like strict fasting regimen, going 4 or 5 days without eating, drinking water, working out, stuff that I see phase one and 1440 Thai doing publicly. They are probably always done in private, but they're doing it publicly. And I just think it's cool that I align myself with doing stuff like that with other people that probably didn't have as much well versed knowledge like they do. Because I'm not gonna lie, Phase One has a lot of knowledge. Um, People just don't see that. I don't know how they don't see that. And then when they do see it, they could barely interpret it. Because I be watching this, um, people talk and the Instagram comments, and they literally like even if they're agreeing and going along with what's going on, I don't think they fully understand what the fuck be going on until Phase One explains the shit. And I'm not gonna lie, I was like that at first too, cause at first I didn't know. Like I knew about Dr. Malachi Z. York and shit like that. I heard of him, but it's like I never grew up with any religion or anything like that, I just knew spirituality, and I was so um intrigued with like chakras and energy and all this extra shit that I never like went to someone like a teacher really per se to like teach me. Like I would just look at YouTube videos and shit. And I would look at people around my age. Like I want to never look at no one older because I just never connected the two, I guess, or something. But Yeah, if I was watching Foster eBay, he was more of like the creative side of my brain, and Vantu Cut was more of the physical side. But Vantu Cut still had his creative side, but you could tell he was more physical, like and that energy aspect, not as in like he's aggressive or whatever, but you could tell he's more physical, and the personality that Foster eBay had, he was more creative. He wasn't as physical, but he still worked out too and stuff. But that wasn't his primary. Like you know how in video games you have a primary and a secondary. Bond Two Cut was masculine primary, feminine second. Foster eBay was feminine first and prime and masculine second for sure. Cause he liked to draw and he liked to like wear like colorful clothes and write books. That's feminine energy, guys. Not that if you're here thinking about feminine energy being like gay or some shit, get the fuck out of here. You don't know divinity at all. So yeah. But back to what I was saying. Um yeah, that's what got me into that stuff. So when I started stumbling across phase one, as I'm going through these thoughts of knowledge, um I realized um that phase one was telling the truth. And it was before I even seen his lives. I seen him on an Instagram post. And I was like, wait, this nigga right here is dead ass mad smart. Like mad smart. I can't remember what post it was, but y'all remember when he was posting like the green light video live streams? It was before that, cause that's when he was going on Young Elder channel. Cause I was tuned in with Young Elder and Black Magic already. 363, but I don't be watching Black Magic 360 no more like that. I don't be watching a lot of people no more. The only two people I really watch is Phase One, Don Kalam for business and management and like assets, trust and shit like that. Phase One for literally um intelligence and like spirituality, you could say. And then I listen to Asir Ducateers too for history and science too. Asir Ducateers is really good at history, really good at history and finding, um, really good at vocabulary words, breaking down words and shit like that. Phase One is really good at that too. He's really good at breaking down words and scriptures and shit like that. Um, Asir Ducateers don't really break down scriptures. He really breaks down like economical and political shit, plus Moorish history and a little bit of banter here and there to make it interesting. But yeah. After discovering phase one shit though, it made a lot more sense. And then when you research what phase one was talking about, why he was so upset and coming out the way he was at the time when I seen it without having the context of what I was seeing and doing the research, I see why he's so upset and why the people don't see like I see why phase one is so upset and why the people don't see why he's so upset, because you got to think if you're phase one, right, and you grew up with looking up to a dude that's trying to wake your skin color up and shit like that, that shit is on like different. That's what he's waking. For one, he's looking up to a dude trying to wake up people up off rip. That's primary. Someone's trying to be a leader for the youth. That same nigga is mad smart, and that same nigga is called Dr. Malachi Z. York. If you guys don't know, mad smart. And you just hear the claims that Phase One was saying. He had said he had mad books, all this other stuff. Look it up. Look it up. The fact of the whole he wrote 1,000 books thing. Nigga, he has like 200 books on Amazon. Why the fuck would they put all 1,000 books of waking up black people by a black person on Amazon, run by Jeff Bezos? Are y'all serious? Like, come on, bro. Y'all not hearing. Y'all don't be hearing this nigga. And then scratch all that. Fuck all that. I seen the pops post that he made when he dropped pops. That's what, because it was the level of music too. That's not even that he was smart. Like he was going scientifically on how to open up the pineal gland with the water burn. I still haven't tried that yet. I want to make sure I'm structurally sound first before I just break open my third eye. Um, but if y'all seen that video, y'all know what I'm talking about. Like that nigga, that's what started it all. Seeing that, and then I seen the pause video, seen all the hidden messages and shit. I'm like, whoa, 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 like this nigga had a fucking like this nigga had land, gang, a pyramid on his land. So it's called Tamaray or Tamaray. I'm probably butchering the fuck out of that. My bad for all the Nuwapians or whatever you guys claim. Not trying to be rude, trying to say whatever y'all were from or whatever. But I'm saying like this nigga had everything. And then when you look at the time and when it was and all this other stuff and when he started, like I got all his lectures and um notes in my laptop from 1440 Thai channel. That's 1440TAH on Instagram. I'll go there and get all Dr. Malachi used to York books. But like that's what made me start going on the hunt for Dr. Malachi's York. And then like I had got his Holy Tablets book before 1440 Thai. Got his shit. I just for 1440 Thai, I posted this shit. I downloaded it off Script or whatever, Script B or whatever it's called. And that shit is like eye opening. And I'm not. I used to read a lot when I was younger, but I've grown out of reading because of gaming. Like since like I got introduced to gaming at like 10 or 11 or 12. I always played the game, but like really had my own game system. Like my parents bought me a game system when I was like 12, 13. Um, but I always used to read though, like for sure. Like I had a bunch of Goosebumps books, Percy Jackson books, and all that other stuff. Um, but like reading some of Dr. York's books, was very beneficial and eye opening to see that someone of my origin or heritage or race or whatever can get to such a level where he knew so many languages, so many ways of teaching, how he try to help people and shit like that. And Phase One is like the perfect person to put in the community right now to like boost this shit up. But people think this shit is like a game. Like I just like for example, guys, listen. I don't know who this old nigga is, but I even almost got duped by the nigga, bro. Until I was just like, this nigga sounds like bullshit. Like at first, like you know how you scroll Instagram and you see a nigga pop up in your feed and he's talking about some spiritual shit, so you just listen. He almost duped my ass, but he didn't get me. Then I watched his Phase One explode him the first time. I already knew he's full of shit. Cause if a nigga gotta go like this, gang, I'm sorry. I know my hair's fucked up, nigga. I'm just got off of work, had the hoodie up at work like this. Besides the point. If a nigga gotta go like to prove that he's not in his body 100,000 times, bro. Y'all watch anime and all that extra shit, TV shows and shit. What type of godly ass nigga with powers and all that extra shit has to fucking prove that he has powers? Other than like they just learned it or some shit and they don't know how to control it or some shit. I'm talking about a true mighty warrior. Or like that's what God and angels are, straight warriors and shit. They gotta be. They're not just observers. They be destroying shit, killing shit, all types of shit. So it's crazy. I think it's just crazy. I wonder what you guys would say about this. Like, I know I had a point, and I'm gonna get back to it, but still, like, if people were in here, I wonder what y'all would say about this, like the whole phase one and shit thing, like, cause like I see people hating on them and shit like that, like the other spiritual community niggas, but like the one live I was just in, right? Um, the spiritual community was hating on them, like the spiritual, like not the fans or nothing. I'm talking about the spiritual leaders, entrepreneurs, leaders, internet trolls or whatever. These niggas out here making fun of this nigga. And y'all niggas not even like, bro. Y'all don't even get energy. Like that's how I could tell y'all niggas don't get energy because the one old nigga, dead ass cursing them out, like cursing them, basically. Like no one's. No, I'm like no one's seeing this. I'm like for someone to be so a neck ass nigga, like why the fuck are you cursing them out and shit? Like why are you being so negative? For someone to be the Lord, you're calling yourself the Lord, and y'all you have fans. Y'all niggas be gullible as fuck, gang. I'm sorry. That shit is real life scrutiny. Like, I don't even know if I'm using that word right. I mean, be my intuition to be gone sometimes. But, nigga, still, like, shit hurts my head. We got an old guy arguing on Instagram when there's people out here again. And what's with these niggas talking about kill white people? What's with that? I stand with FaZe when he says, "What's wrong with y'all? What's wrong with y'all? Y'all don't feel like y'all don't feel off hurting regular white people? Some of y'all niggas grew up with these white people, gang. Y'all gotta really think about this shit, gang. Like y'all niggas be so pro black and like all this extra shit, bro. Like what? People keep coming and going. We do as we please over here. But listen, like I know, propaganda, 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 nigga. That's all they do. That's all they do. That's all they show is black on black violence, black on white violence, white on white violence. Asian, they don't show no Asian. It's just when you see it on the news, an Asian attack an Asian in America. It's always the Spanish, white, and black niggas. Mostly, mostly the black and white niggas. Barely anybody else. Most likely not the Asians or the Indians or the Muslims. I want you to think about that. Not saying everybody don't get attacked in some sort of psyop way or whatever. That's not the point I'm trying to make. The point I'm trying to make is that all these niggas don't know what the fuck they're talking about. And shout out to Phase One once again. I can't stress that out for making it clear. See, I'm not a fucking. I might be slow a little bit, but I'm not retarded. Like once you see it, you can't unsee it. Like everybody looks like a fraud now. Um, what else can I say? Mm, I don't know. He just made it clear for a lot of shit. Like I was going through a lot in my spiritual journey. Like just mad shit, mad shit. I don't even want to get into most of it, but along the spiritual journey, I had tried telepathy, and I didn't just that bitch. I had like actually thought it out and shit with my friend. Not gonna disclose the name or nothing, but all you do is send thoughts through body language. Now, if this somehow reaches anybody, um, do what you will with that. Send thoughts through body language. Now, how we did it was I came all the with all this up. I smoked the blunt one time. I hit the blunt one time. Y'all could say I got laced or whatever. I don't think anything happens for no reason. So the blunt one time was trying to stop smoking anyway. This is the beginning of spiritual journey. Me and a lot of my friends are on the same spiritual journey. Most of us started at the same time. So anything I'm learning, they're learning too. Anything they're learning, I'm learning too. So we had a hyperdrive of knowledge coming in at all at once from all different angles, whether it was good or bad, whether we knew it was right or not. Fuck it. That's the point of this shit. So hit the blunt one time, and I was like, we were doing the mental game, like, oh, if you can hit if you hit the blunt one time, you're as high as you ever will be. And if you know, you can control your mind like that. You can set your mind to be anything you want it to be. And nigga, it only takes like 5 to 7 days to really do it if you log in. You can really reprogram your subconscious if you don't act like yourself. If you literally from this moment forward don't act like yourself and completely be another person, you will be another person within 7 days. Not saying you won't remember your old self, but it will be a hollow reflection. But you have to cut out like, and it's up to people's mental space, like how strong your mental will is and how serious you take yourself. Um, but yeah, so we get as high as we ever did. Blah blah blah. We walk in the room. Everyone's talking. There's a party or whatever. Everyone's talking, but it's a get together, so it's not really a party. But everyone's talking. I'm like, yo, you hear the levels in the room? I'm like, you see how we're talking and we're at a level, and other people are talking and they can't hear us and shit. Fucking yeah, it was shit like that. And then after that, we started playing the brawl. It was something with those level shit. This nigga's throwing me off in my chat. But oh yeah, the level shit. Like I was just talking about how we was at different frequencies. Everybody's at different frequencies, and everyone's tuning each other out by focusing on each other's conversations. Like there was two people talking over there, two people talking over here, but we all in like one big circle. No one can hear each other. No one can hear each other's conversation. Everyone just locked in, not paying attention to the group. So that's what I was telling my friend. And I'm like, it gave me an idea to where if we were to sit down and like channel our energy, we could like kind of focus and sync up to with one another. My goal was to sync up. Well, my goal wasn't to do the telepathy, but I wound up thinking about doing telepathy while trying to sync up. Um, so this is how it happened. I was sitting there, and we were sitting there, right? Trust me, I'm pretty sure anybody could do this. We were sitting there. I told him, I didn't even tell him. I didn't even tell him what the fuck was going on. I told him to follow me no matter what. I would trust me. I told him, for one, I told him trust me. For two, I told him follow everything that I do. So he follows everything that I does, right? And then basically, I'm thinking of a thought. Like say I'm thinking hey, right? And while I'm thinking, hey, I have my eyes closed, I'm meditating, lotus pose, or whatever, on the ground. Everyone's staring at us after a while because we were doing it for like 15, 20 minutes. I'm not gonna lie, we were really trying to, like, the intent was that it was gonna work. Like at least I had that intent, and then eventually he started gaining that intent of that it was gonna work, and he was gonna do telepathy too. So we're sitting there, and I'm like, okay, for the new person that joined, okay, fuck you, I don't even care. I don't even care. I'm not going off my train of thought. Listen, we were sitting there. This is for whoever wants to know. We were sitting there, right, and we were conveying a thought. I was conveying a thought to him. I was saying, hey, and every time I said, hey, I would say, hey, raise my head, go like this, put my hand up, put it down, right, and then he would do it too. and he would say a word, but I wouldn't let him tell me what word he said. And I was telling him to receive my, like, he has to receive my, like he has to feel it, right, like feel my thought waves, like he has to receive my thought as in a body language command. Like I'm trying to get his body as like to read my thought process through my body language, if that makes any sense. Because I don't really understand it really, because I only did it one time, scared the shit out of myself, and never did it again. Um, but like, yeah. After a while, that shit worked, and I knew it might sound weird, like it didn't just turn on and it worked. No, that shit has side effects at first, gang. Like, no funny shit. Like at first when that shit connected, like you could only hear like whiffs of a nigga's voice or whatever. Then I thought it's been a long time since that day. So like at first you can only hear like little whiffs or whatever, but like every time I moved, it's like I was getting stuck in time. Like I was getting stuck in his brain or something. Shit's weird as shit. Like, I was getting stuck in his brain or some shit. Or some dumb shit. And I'm trying to figure out like what the fuck, how in the fuck did I get stuck in this nigga's brain? If we're just connect, like when you connect, you feel that shit in your heart, like your whole soul and whole being connects. At least that's what I felt. I could be wrong. I don't even like at this point. It's been so long. I could be tweaking, but at the time, it was certain I unlocked something as I hold my crystal. But yeah, the whole stuck in time thing. It's like I was in a loop, and then like after that, I was good. Like I was good. We started playing the game. Like somehow I figured out how to get out of that shit and stop being stuck. And then I stopped. I started. I don't remember how I did that honestly, but I started playing the Brawlhalla. We were playing Brawlhalla. If anyone knows Brawlhalla and you playing twos, you have to be synchronized and locked the fuck in. Especially, and at the time we weren't plat. We weren't plat. Right now I'm 1950. That was like 6 years ago. This happened. So at the time we weren't plat. Um and yeah. The two niggas that we were facing they were the same niggas that brought us into the game. So we wanted to beat them. And we tried our hardest. And we almost won. I don't even remember if we won because I quit halfway through the game. You wanna know why? Because the shit was working. I can hear him tell me to jump. He can hear me tell him to jump. I could definitely hear him though. I could definitely hear him. And it's like I don't know if it was placebo or something or whatever these man-made words are. Placebo. But like it's like me and Cam ain't never played like that before. We weren't even plat at the time. Like the way we were moving is like we were everybody was diamond. Like even them niggas was locked for some fucking reason. Like if y'all know Brawlhalla battles, them shits get intense at high levels, and we weren't even that high levels. None of us were. I think the highest person was 1800 at the time, but that's in like 2019. That's like fucking gold. 1800 now is like fucking the new diamond. Like what the fuck, bro? I'm telling you, bro. This shit is just like crazy. So, like I said, my heart was beating out of my chest. I was feeling energy from the top of my head all the way down to my feet. Like I couldn't contain my energy at all. Like the shit was so ass. I could not contain my energy. And since that was the case, right? I had ran outside. And like something my intuition told me, this was like before I had any logic. I was just seeing what I saw on the internet. Like for example, root chakra is blocked by fear and doubt and all that extra shit. Um, without no logic or reading any scriptures or anything, I would be like, all right, since the root chakra is blocked by fear, then I'm just not gonna do anything with fear. But that's terrible. You need fear sometimes. You see what I'm saying? I didn't know about duality. You see what I'm saying? Balance. Because if you didn't have no fear, nigga, you walk outside, cross the street, don't look both ways, nigga, because you're not scared, nigga. You get hit by a car and you die, nigga, then what? Nigga, you had no fear that a car was coming. Shit. Fear saved a nigga life, too. Y'all niggas, y'all niggas act like y'all can't be scared sometimes. Um, so at the point, but I was shitting bricks. Like, I don't know, my heart chakra was out of whack, for sure. It just felt like I was jumping realities, basically. Like, I went outside. I don't know. It's like a bad trip, basically. It was like a bad trip. Like I couldn't like stop my energy after that. Even days after that, I couldn't stop harvesting energy for some reason. Like really hard. Like it felt like I don't know. I was always rising. I could say, like for no reason. Um, for one, for two. That same night, everything like I know I did something because I had fell asleep. There's two reasons. The first time I fell asleep, um, I seen I fell asleep on the back couch right by the game, and every time I woke up, it's like everybody was in it. Like I was just in different realities. Niggas were speaking different languages and all type of shit. Cause my body was trying to disconnect from oop, from my bro's body, and yeah, that shit was crazy. Cause my ex at the time called me, or my that was my girl at the time. She called me, and she tried to talk to me on the phone, and I literally couldn't hear out my right ear. I could not hear out my right ear. And then like I was like, well, I'll call you back or whatever. And then I went to sleep. I woke up, and then my bro's girl at the time was like yelling about something, but she wasn't speaking no English. Like no one was. It's like my mental capability of understanding English was gone for a second. So I went back to sleep and woke up again. I woke up again. Everybody's playing Brawlhalla. Like there's mad characters. Like niggas are dying over and over and over and over again. Like they're not even playing. They're just jumping off the map. Like bro, I'm dead ass tweaking. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, yo, this all can't happen because like I did telepathy, right? Like what the fuck? Long story short, after that shit was tweaking out for a while, I had went to the other couch that was in the living room that was more farther away, like you said, the dining room. I, before I fell asleep, this nigga, uh, this nigga Gil, we're gonna call him Gil. This nigga Gil, had a parrot, and that parrot that ass spoke to me and was like, "You were never ready for telepathy." He was like, "I get you're learning that." He's like, "Just don't do telepathy ever again." So all that happened. That's what I mean by I used telepathy one time because all that like I don't know what I had like mad shit happen after that. Like I got put in to is that Coda? What's up, nigga? Yes, nigga, I'm on live, nigga. On here just speaking spiritual shit. Um, but yeah. I went to the psych ward, all types of shit after that shit. Um, yeah. But yeah, that's why I watch Phase One and all them niggas and all that extra shit, and why I think energy is just everything. Nothing is past energy. I don't know how else to explain it. Another VO2 video, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I was thinking about start making montages again. I haven't made a montage in man long. Like I don't know, but the new CODs are ass, gang. The new CODs are ass. I'm not gonna lie. I fuck with the new COD, but it's still ass. The new COD is kind of ass. It's cool, but it's ass. Nah, on PC. I know all y'all moved up to PC. I see Walker online still sometimes, but I don't have Joys in them added. I need to build my own PC. Honestly, it'll be way cheaper. For real, Joy's always down there with y'all niggas, bro. Order, bro. Joy's is always down there with y'all. That's crazy. That's crazy. I need to shave, y'all. Look at my shit. I'm never shaved. My shit all fucked up. Look at the pimples on the side of my face. That's crazy. Bro, y'all need to take me down there, yo. Fuck. Yo, call me on. Bro, I'm about to call you on Discord, bro. Fuck this. Hold up. Well, I'm gonna end the live for now. I'm gonna post clips of it later. Call this nigga on fucking Discord.